Are you paying attention?
We're back.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm David, and we are here to talk about The Amazing Race.
The Amazing Race.
Yes.
It is wrapping up, actually.
It is. Yeah, we've missed you guys for the past couple of weeks, but here we are.
But here we are, and the
Yeah.
finale is coming up this week.
Oh my gosh.
So let's get into finding out who the top 3 is.
Yes. So they start out, they're still in India.
Wait, is this the ones we've missed? Are we backing up?
Oh yes, let's do a quick little recap.
Little recap.
Yes.
Last we spoke,
Mm-hmm.
Tanner and Josh had been saved by
Yes,
a
non-elimination.
elimination leg. But because of that, they come in last, they have a speed bump the next day.
Yes.
Also, there was a U-turn that next day.
Nobody
the
used,
reporters,
right?
Yeah, the reporters put Texas up on the U-turn. So they had to do their speed bump and the U-turn.
Oh my god.
They were just doomed from the get-go.
Yeah.
That didn't work out for them. They
Yeah.
were eliminated.
Yeah. The next week.
Yes.
James Earl and Denise, I think, started off in last place.
They did, but there was another U-turn. They did 2 U-turns
That's
back
right.
to back. And the green team was not feeling it with paparazzi.
No.
They U-turned paparazzi.
But paparazzi barreled through those U-turns.
Yelling-
Did both of them.
Yelling at each other.
Oh.
Cranky as anything.
It's so stressful to watch them.
It's so stressful.
But they did both detours.
right, as
And
their
then
U-turn.
they beat James Earl and Denise.
And still beat Bama. So I
Which
guess
that
Bama
was-
was really far
Can I
behind.
be honest?
Yes.
I teared up.
Yes,
when
of
Bama went home.
course. Oh, they're like
They have
America's
such
fave,
beautiful
right?
spirits.
Such beautiful
And
spirits.
they, you know, they were like, yeah, we're last. Like, we know.
Oh.
Still smiling. Denise was still smiling. And she was like, it was so worth it. You know, we had so much fun. This was such a wonderful experience. And
Yeah.
James Earl was like, yeah, you know, we reconnected. And he choked up and I choked up.
Yeah.
And it was just really,
Yeah.
and the cheerleaders choked up.
Yes.
Like,
I really feel like they were on long enough that they actually did repair
yes,
their relationship.
I totally agree.
They achieved what they went there to do.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah.
I wanted them to never be eliminated.
yeah, I know.
They were so great. I think America cried when
Yeah.
they were eliminated.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm so glad that they made it as far
Yeah.
as they did.
Me too.
We love you guys, Bama.
Yes.
Yay! And we hope that you guys are so good together.
Yes. So then.
Yeah. Then the crazy episode happened.
Yes. So now, immediately, Green Team is dealing with the repercussions, or you know, the thought of like, oh crap, we U-turned the paparazzi and they didn't get eliminated. And
Yep.
Justin is like, I know this game, I know the strategy. You don't do this unless that team goes home. So that's sort of where we start this episode. They're still in India.
But of course, I think the paparazzi are no competition
No.
for Green Team, so who cares?
Yeah. Well.
Well.
So they all have to fly to Hong Kong, and they all get on the same flight. So any lead that the Green Team had is essentially eliminated at this point. They're
Yes.
all on a level playing field.
And shockingly enough, they weren't the first ones running out of the airport like they usually are.
Yeah.
The cheerleaders and the reporters are the first ones to find these cars that are waiting for them, these phantoms.
Rolls Royce.
Nice,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, the reporters were like, or was it reporters or paparazzi were like, oh, from tuk-tuks to Rolls Royce. Like,
Yeah.
this is a much different experience.
Yes, that was really, really nice.
Yeah.
But so Green Team and paparazzi are still running around trying to find the cars. So reporters and cheerleaders get a decent little lead
Yes.
to start off.
Yeah.
So the Rolls Royce take them to a hotel, the Peninsula Hotel.
Where they get their next clue, which is the detour, right?
Yes.
And so they either have to pick sort of like a tailoring suit challenge where they have to cut fabric to make a suit, and it's just like a detail challenge, you know,
Yeah.
measuring exactly and all that. Or they have to go to this street and find a cell phone, you know, a
Like an
used cell
open market
phone with
thing.
like a contact on it, and then they call that phone number, and that leads them to the next clue.
Everyone goes to do the tailoring one except for the Green Team. They go to the cell phone challenge.
Yes.
And the tailoring one was pretty simple. A couple people didn't fully understand it and made a mistake at first, but they quickly rebounded and did
Yes.
it again. Reporters did finish that first, and then cheerleaders, then paparazzi. The tailoring one.
I thought cheerleaders finished first because Krista was like folded over, and then they finished really fast, and then reporters and paparazzi were like, oh crap, we should have just folded it over. This is a stupid mistake.
You're right. He's right.
Cheerleaders
Listen to
finished
him.
first.
Yes, cheerleaders were in the lead.
Yes.
Again. So
Yes.
like this is the best leg they've had
Oh
so
my
far.
god, yeah. And they're like, we're currently in first place. They're thrilled.
So meanwhile, the Green Team went to the cell phone challenge and they're like, oh my gosh, you're going through like buckets and buckets of cell phones.
Just trying to turn them on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But seemingly they got it pretty quick.
Yeah.
They were like, oh my gosh, I think we got this really quick.
And they said, they were like, there's no way the other teams got through the other half of the detour this quickly. Like, we really got lucky by finding the cell phone so fast.
So they have a location that they need to go to next. So they jump in a cab and they head to this new location.
Meanwhile, the location is literally a block and a half from where they were.
Right there. Just
So
like
they take a
around the
cab
corner.
20 minutes away, and the cab driver doesn't speak English, and eventually the cab driver is like, I don't know where we're going, so I'm taking you to this hotel, and they have to ask a hotel worker.
Direction.
And the hotel worker's like, it's basically back where you started.
So then they realized they wasted like 45 minutes, I think they said.
Yeah, round trip.
Ended up back where they started. Then the clue, and everyone kind of questioned this clue. It was a little confusing. It said to get a ferry, and apparently there were 2 separate ferries. So when people were asking, like, do you know where this is? They're like,
The cab drivers are like, there are 2. There's one on the Hong Kong side and the one on the Kowloon side. And everyone's like, we just need to go here. We need to go to this one.
Right.
But Green Team isn't so insistent on like, we need to go to this one, we need to go to this one. So Green Team ends up on the wrong side.
So the first 3 teams, cheerleaders, paparazzi, and reporters, have all managed to get on the correct ferry.
Yeah, the Hong Kong side.
And they get to this dance show thing that they're supposed to go to. And Green Team has found a ferry, but it is the wrong one.
Yeah.
They don't realize that. They take the ferry.
They just take it.
They end up at the dance thing too, but after they've already, the first 3 teams have done the show. So the whole show is, they go and they get in a costume, they get makeup on, they're in
it's a whole
water.
production. Yeah.
It was a very cool production.
It was
though.
really cool. And apparently 3.2 million people have seen this. It's like the biggest water show in the world or something. So it's very cool.
It would be very cool to be the person not competing and just watch the show.
Exactly, right.
Like, they came out at first and everyone was like,
smoke rolling in.
wait, is that them?
They're in the
Because they're
show.
in costume and stuff, and they're like in water. So everyone's like, oh my god, yay! It would be very fun to watch.
Yeah.
So they're raised up on this ship. They're how far up?
30 feet in the air.
30 feet in the
and
air.
And they have to jump down into the water.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And then they have
do
to
it.
swim underwater and find a golden fish. And then swim the golden fish to some guy on a raft, and he has their next clue.
Yes. So these 3 teams who do it, everyone finds the golden fish except for Krista from the cheerleaders.
Yeah, so paparazzi and reporters are gone. First time.
Krista's like, oh my god, okay, I can do this. So she has to wait for them to reset the show and go again.
They have to do the whole show over again. She has to redo the jump. Like, it's a whole production.
Yes. And meanwhile, the green team has shown up. So everyone's like, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Yeah.
But they reset the show before Diana gets through makeup and everything. So she's like ready to go right as the second show is starting. So Krista gets a second chance.
And Diana's just waiting.
Before Diana
And at this
can go.
point now, Justin is breaking down. Because like,
Oh my
he's
gosh.
like, and Diana too, they're both like, this is the race. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
If we could have made this show, but like now Krista's gonna get it on this try and we're screwed and whatever. So they're freaking out during this whole like 30-40 minute show.
Yeah, 'cause he's sitting in the audience watching.
Yeah.
And Diana's backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Krista fails again.
Krista fails a second time.
Second time.
Okay, so the third time they set the show, Diana's now back, or in it.
Yes.
And Krista's doing it a third time.
Yeah.
Diana apparently is scared of, I don't know, heights.
She's
and
like, I have to jump
water
off this
or
thing 30
something.
feet. Yeah, and Justin said, like, this is tailor-made for me.
Yeah.
I can hold my breath underwater. Like, Diana's not good at this stuff.
Right. But Diana, that girl powers through things.
Yes.
You could just see the determination in her face. She was just like, I'm going to jump off this thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to dive down. I'm going to pretend I'm okay with all of this.
Yes. And good for her, too, because they were really bickering earlier in the day. Like, tension was high, but she just cut all of that out.
Yeah.
Jumped in that water, found that golden fish. Krista was still struggling.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the reporters and the paparazzi have gotten their next clue. They're gone. They've gone to the pit stop.
Yes. And get who's first?
The paparazzi.
Can you believe it?
The paparazzi.
I mean, Kelsey and Joey, the reporters, have been on the green team's feet like this entire
They said
time.
going into this episode, they were like, we've had 4 second places in a row. This is our first place finish.
They are such a strong team. They never argue. They like talk things through.
Yes.
And I thought for sure this is finally their time to get a first place.
Yes.
What?
But the paparazzi
Somehow
did
they
it.
got
They
it
did it.
first.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And the reporters were just in disbelief. They were like, again.
right?
Second place again.
Always a bridesmaid.
But, you know, obviously both of these teams are now thrilled to be in the final 3 racing for the $1 million.
And personally, I'm sitting on my couch shocked that the paparazzi are in the final 3,
yes.
you guys.
Seriously.
Not only did they just win first place, but they're in the final 3. I'm just like, how is this possible?
It's unbelievable.
This goes against everything I believe. I believe if you bicker on this amazing race, you don't get far.
Yeah. Yet here we are.
This is just, I think that's...
Their first place going into the final leg.
It's such their constant state, I think, in their life.
It just works for them,
that it works for them. I
Yeah.
don't get it. But anyway, okay, so those
Yes.
2 are on the mat.
Yes. So now Diana has gotten her golden fish on the first try. Krista has failed again on
Yes.
the 3rd try. And she's really starting to be like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I can't do this 30-foot jump anymore. It hurts.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this.
Yes. Justin and Diana race to the mat.
Mm-hmm.
They get to the mat, and they incur a penalty.
Yes. And Phil's like, I'm pleased to tell you that you are in 3rd place. However.
And like literally Justin's like crumbling.
His
like,
face falls.
Yeah.
Like, and so Phil says, you were told to take the ferry from Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
You took the wrong ferry, so you've incurred a 30-minute penalty.
Yes.
On top of this, however.
Yes, well apparently that ferry is 25 minutes faster, so they added 25 minutes to the 30-minute penalty. So we are looking at close to an hour
Yeah.
where they have to sit
and wait.
And that's painful. No matter how long your penalty is, just standing there and waiting for someone to run up
my
to the
God,
mat.
You're so in your head.
Oh, yeah, and they've had a horrible day. So they're like breaking down.
Yeah.
They've lost it. He can't believe
Yeah.
they went all this way and they're not going to make it to the final
And
3.
they're sort of doing math in their head, and they're like, okay, the show's X minutes long. Like, Krista has to fail 5 times in order for us to even have a chance. This was so stressful the way they edited it.
So stressful.
But Krista fails a 4th time, and she literally is having a breakdown backstage. Like, towel
Of
over her
course.
head.
I would.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Tiffany's trying to give her a pep talk, like, you never quit at anything. That's what I admire the most about you. Like, you can do this. It's
Yes.
like...
Which you just have to take that beat, you have to take that moment
Yeah.
and pep that person back up because it's devastating.
Even if you're like, I don't think you're going to get this, you just have
Oh,
to
yeah.
instill belief in this person.
Yes. You can't
Because-
give up.
Yeah, you can't give up because it's not over till it's over, you know?
And they don't even know that there's a penalty. And they're
55
like
minutes.
so close to making
Yes.
the final 3.
So finally on her 5th attempt,
5th attempt.
Krista gets that goldfish.
Oh.
Thank God, because she swam by the fish so many times. It was so
Times.
painful to
So
watch.
many times.
But she finally got it, thank God. And then they were like in okay spirits after
Yes.
that. They got their clue, they were on their way, and they were both like, it's not over till it's over. We're gonna
Right.
keep racing,
Right.
we're not giving up.
Right.
But then they end up in this taxi cab
Yeah.
that's supposed to take them to the pier, but takes them to the wrong place and drops them off somewhere where they don't know where they are. And then they're like, there are no cabs around here. What are we going to do? So then they have to hail another taxi, get to the pier. But according to Phil, minutes before, Justin and Diana's penalty ran out.
Yes.
And they made it to the mat.
It's so hard to tell with editing what's
Yeah.
really happening.
Right.
But what we do know is that the green team sat there for 55 minutes, and then all of a sudden Phil was like, come on up.
Yep.
They got to the mat. Final 3, the other 2 teams are like,
We're like,
are you
I can't
kidding
believe
me?
it. Yeah.
And then apparently a few minutes later, the cheerleaders show up.
Yeah.
And they did not make it to the final 3. But I honestly have to say, I can't believe the cheerleaders made it this far.
Well, and they even acknowledged that.
Yeah.
They were like, so many people told us flat out, like, we thought you were going home on the first leg.
Yes.
And here we are, top 4. So good for them,
Good
you know?
on you, ladies. Like,
Yeah.
being a team of 2 girls is always hard.
Yeah.
And they made it to top 4. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
And like they said, like, they beat teams of 2 men. They beat the track stars. Like, they really overcame a lot of unexpected things.
Yes.
So good
top
on you guys.
4.
Or you ladies.
Yes,
Yeah.
top 4, way to go.
Yeah.
Our finale, top 3, is this week coming up.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how it goes down. I mean, the green team has been so strong,
Yeah.
but the reporters are so strong as well.
Yeah. And now the green team is significantly far behind because on
Yes.
top of how much later they were, they have another hour on top of that because of the penalty. So
Yeah.
their start is going to be super delayed compared to the other 2 teams.
And they're clearly not invincible. They had so many leads and just win, win, win that you thought, oh, they've got this in the bag.
Yeah.
But one bad day,
That's right.
and it just shows they're human and
Yeah.
they could potentially not win this.
Yeah.
And what? The paparazzi? If they win this, I'm gonna like...
That will be
lose my mind.
Is that going to be the biggest upset in Amazing Race history?
Yes.
If the paparazzi win this over the green team?
Yes. I mean, I don't even know. I hate to predict. Like, I think
Yeah.
the reporters have a really strong chance.
I think, yeah.
But I do think paparazzi, that would be an incredible upset.
Man, it's going to be good.
Can't wait
Yeah.
to watch. And I will just say that David and I get to watch live with the Amazing Race team.
Excuse me.
Or cast, is that what they call them?
The finale
all
viewing
the teams.
party.
The teams.
Yeah.
We're super excited.
Yes,
We
it's going to be
can't wait.
so fun.
So we will be back to report about that
Yes.
afterwards.
Yep.
Give us a like.
And a subscribe. And we'll
And
see you for the
next week.
finale.
Yes.